Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
And AdvBlueDude.
I like your little dance.
Oh, thank you.
And what are we here to do in Victor Blue
Oh,
Dude? What are we
we're
here to
here
talk
to
about?
talk as we usually do.
Yes, we are here
Yes,
to say words to each other. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
as we are
that's
doing right now. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
yeah. So,
Um,
Adventure Blue Dude, have you gotten the chance to see My Dinner with Andre yet?
I have not.
Oh God, you
I
need
need.
to. It's
I
on
know. I
YouTube,
need.
man.
I know.
I mean,
I.
and that's what everyone who's watching this video right now wants to hear us talk about is My Dinner with
Yeah.
Andre.
If it makes you
All
feel
right.
any better, I bought Time Bandits 2 days ago.
I haven't seen that actually.
How
I know.
dare you?
I watched Grizzly Man this morning and it was amazing. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it.
Oh, it's so good, so good.
Huh.
Anyways, let's not talk about movies. That's a whole different podcast we could be doing.
Yes.
We are here to talk about season 2 of The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
2014.
Yes.
Uh, I'm
Yes.
I am going to freely admit I am completely lost on this thing. I really. So why don't you explain it?
Okay, so the Sorcerer's Apprentice was set up by hosted by JD and Disney 99. It started sometime in July, I forget the exact date. So what it is, it worked essentially like The Apprentice, the TV show with Donald Trump. Um,
Money, 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 money.
yes, that is their theme song.
Yeah.
So there were three teams: Team Land, Team Air, and Team Sea. And do a project, whatever project was we were told to do, and the loser would have to go to the boardroom, and each the nominees who were brought to the boardroom had to like plead their case, and they were told if they were staying or not. So that's essentially how it worked. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
Any highlights from season 1?
I did not follow season one.
You did not follow season 1. Okay,
Um,
good job.
they did things.
Yes. Yes,
People
I'm sure
won.
they did.
I forget who won. I used to know who won.
Oh,
Someone. Oh,
please.
was it
Oh,
Red?
please.
Someone won.
Okay.
I've been Red.
Well, we're not here to talk about season 1. We are here to talk about season 2, the follow-up.
Yes, that yeah, it's the season that comes after one.
Yes. Very, very astute
Four,
observation,
but
sir.
but before three.
Oh God. So,
I hope they do season 4 this year. That would make me laugh.
that's like okay.
Season's so great that they just skip 3.
Well, season 3 of So You Want to Be an Imagineer was kind of an unmitigated disaster, so I don't blame you for wanting to skip 3. But let's see. I'm just trying to well, I guess the people that are watching this probably know about Sorcerer's Apprentice already.
Well,
So
I'm sure they do. What?
catch me up. What are the big? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what the big changes between 1 and 2 are, considering
I
that
don't
we're not
think
really
there
talking
were
about
any big
1.
changes.
Well, there were like a whole big list of amendments, but I don't really think that's. I don't
Those
really.
were just rules and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't think there were any big changes. I could be entirely wrong though.
Okay, so with that in mind, before we get into the actual projects, do you want to just talk kind of really quickly about the roster of people that we have?
Yes, let me find said roster, because that
You
is
don't have it
buried in
pulled
a
up?
thread.
Oh,
You
for
have it
shame.
pulled up?
No,
Oh,
I don't have it pulled up.
oh God, dang, you got me excited. I thought you were prepared. I thought that's what was happening, and you
Us?
lied to me.
Prepared? Blasphemy.
I'm going through the page.
Absolute total blasphemy, sir.
I'm going through the pages as fast as I can. Nothing's happening. What had
And this is
screen?
probably going to be 90% of this podcast.
Yes. We have an hour and 40 minutes.
Indeed.
That's a lie.
Indeed, yeah.
That's a lie. We have like an hour and 20. Jesus Christ, where is this? If the pages would load, I would be able to see, but the
Okay,
pages
well,
aren't loading.
hold on.
So at this point,
My
I
pages
cannot
are
see.
loading.
Oh, thank God. Oh, seriously, what the hell is happening? Oh, it's because of the ads. The ads almost made me swear. I realized I can't swear because that's no.
All right.
Welcome to our wonderful show where we prepare
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
minutes,
I got it. I
minutes
got
before.
it. Okay, on land we have Zwyland, Sam 4D23, R Michael 21, ID Institute, and Robert Bustrayo
But Narasu,
Butnarasu.
I don't, I
All
don't,
right.
I don't speak his language. I think I forget where he's from Romania.
Oh, that's cool.
Team
That's cool.
Air, Team Air. We have England DG, Voxel, Countdown to Extinction, Animal Kingdom, 98, 1998. MA Screamin' and Wickler.
Indeed. Team C, we have Monorail Red, Matt 7187, Twilight Roxas, T Cool, and a crappy player by the name of Joker's Wild. Who the hell is that guy?
He sounds horrible. Yeah.
He's crap. He's crap. Worst player
He's,
ever.
he really, truly, unabashedly is.
Okay. So, with that in mind, do you at least have Project One pulled up so you can read it?
Well, I have to click the link, but yes.
Oh, thank God.
Am I reading this out completely?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. So challenge 1, ye come seeking adventure on salty old pirates, eh? Or the Lost Ark, perhaps.
That was the most enthusiasm I've literally heard you put into anything.
I try. I try. I absolutely. For this, our first week, our 3 new teams must imagineer a brand new e-ticket for Disneyland Paris's Adventureland area. As you can see in the image below, the land is designed in a U-shape, resulting in 2 extremely close dead ends. In the middle, you have the Bazaar and Adventure Isle. On the left, you have Indiana Jones, Et le Temple du Paris, and its surrounding archaeological theming. On the right is the Pirates of the Caribbean area. At the top of the U, you will recognize a large expansion plot from the picture posted earlier. I cannot link you those pictures. This is a video. Your job this week is to design a new mini area on that plot once deemed for the Indiana Jones adventure. You have 3 options. Build an Indiana Jones expansion, Pirates expansion, or something completely original. Either way you go, you are required to have 1 large-scale e-ticket, 1 food option, and 1 merchandise location. Remember the intricate design that went into separating the areas of Adventureland, and pay attention to your aesthetics. Project Managers, Land ID Institute, Air, MA Screamin', Matt 7187.
Okay, so do you want to talk about your personal experiences on your team?
Yeah, coming into this, I knew no one. So,
like I'm going to do right now with our new slew of Imagineering competitions. Yeah.
It was interesting. I remember just having a bit of trouble coming up with something to do.
Okay.
I remember I was trying to push a really, really massive overhaul, or rather a reimagining of Raging Spirits from Tokyo Disney Sea.
Oh God.
Because I mean, Tokyo, like, Raging Spirits is about 2 spirits, a fire spirit and a water spirit fighting, and I wanted to make it I wanted to do a dueling coaster, but one of the coasters is a water coaster,
Mhm.
and the other one is a suspended coaster.
Okay, that's
And
nice. That's
I
nice.
wanted to do that, but we said no. So we ended up with Sinbad, and not the comedian, the mythological figure. And it came
Not
out
the
nicely.
sailor. Not the sailor, the comedian. He's hilarious.
Yes, yes,
That Peter Griffin impression.
yes. It came out well. A lot of teams did this, or a few of the teams. 2 of the teams did it. I'm not sure if all 3 did. Um, but we made ours a log flume because Disneyland Paris has no Splash Mountain, so we remedied that situation with Sinbad. That's
All
what
right, fair enough.
happened.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, but in terms of discussing the projects, let's just kind of discuss them in the order that they got turned in. So
Okay.
let's start with Team Air in there. Oh, let's see how much I butcher this French. This is going to be fun. Okay, Sanctuaire Sanctuaire de les. Oh God. Oh, I'm terrible. Take it.
I think it's Sanctuary de du. Sorry, I got a.
It's that last word that throws me off.
Excuse me, I got a C in French. Sanctuaire du l'exotis.
Or the Sanctuary of the Exotic. So what do you think of
Yes.
this one?
Oh, it was really good. Actually, this was kind of an idea I was trying to push as well. I have an obsession with C.
Oh yeah, you
So,
do. Yeah, I know that firsthand.
um, yeah, and I
Gotta get
really
that
like
C
what they
movie
did.
off the ground, man.
What?
I said, gotta get that C movie off the ground.
Oh my God.
It could be like the
Um,
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, except with Disney parks and good.
yes. Um, I really like how they had Captain Nemo. It makes sense. And I also
Mm.
like that they called him Prince Dakar, which I'm pretty sure is a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen reference, because I don't think he's called Prince Dakar in either of the books that he's in. But
Okay.
that's beside the point. Also Lord James Mystic from the father of
Mystic
Henry
Manor.
Mystic from Mystic Manor, and Harrison Hightower, the second father of Harrison Hightower the third. So it's cool that they continued to expand the story of C.
You know, if the Tomorrowland movie is a success, I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like this in the future.
I would be surprised, but I would love to see it.
You would be surprised.
I wouldn't. I would not expect them to ever make a movie like this because nobody knows
Fair
the
enough.
story to
Fair
begin
enough.
with. To
I
be
guess so.
perfectly honest, the only way this would happen is if I made it.
Well,
um.
gosh darn it, that's why we're doing the podcast, so that we can
Oh,
gain notoriety, get famous, get rich, and then we can make our
exactly.
own damn movies.
When I walk into those Disney studios and they say, "Excuse me, sir, do you have an appointment?" I will say no, but I was on a podcast about 6 years ago. I would like to meet with Megan Bolt, and they'll say, "Please, sir, leave. Security is coming out. Please leave." And I will say, "No, but here's a script." And yes, that will be the end of me. Um,
What are they? Are they just going to take you to the Main Street jail behind Disneyland?
yes, they will lock me up inside Walt's apartment
Oh dear.
on above the firehouse, and I will never be allowed to leave like some
Oh
kind
no 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 no! I got it. I got it. So
of.
you'll keep the lantern burning, but you'll do it using the departed souls of children in Disneyland, just like Over the Garden Wall.
I was gonna say you've been watching way too much Over the Garden
Oh
Wall.
yeah. Oh yeah. Just turned it into a big Over the Garden Wall thing.
Yes,
We
it
should
did.
probably talk about the actual project.
We should. It was very good. Um, I really liked. I just really liked the story because I really like how not only did they recognize the story of C, but they expanded it into Société de l'Aventure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I really like that they expanded that story and made a precursor to C.
Mhm.
Because the Adventurers Club is another thing, but it doesn't really have any kind of it's not associated with C in any known way.
Right.
So
Like it's a thing with its own sort of mythology and background and
yeah,
everything like
like there
that.
have
But
been
yeah.
fan theories, but
Of
it's nothing
course.
is really like official. But I do like how they expanded the story and gave this weird universe of Disney parks characters even more of a place.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I mean it was really cool, the sanctuary.
I
Um
really like the image of the sanctuary, like all the glass and everything like
oh
that.
yeah,
Like
so do
really,
I.
really creative. Just really striking. Is that I'm probably wrong about this, but is the image that they posted using RCT3?
I don't think so.
I know. I'm probably
As
wrong.
I know Voxel does a lot.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
That's cool.
because in the literature project he designed as a library. So I
Oh, okay.
ass-
Right.
I
Right.
assume he just made this. It does look like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 though.
Mhm. Okay, so really quick, the Trader Sam shop. I like all the ideas that they have. I just don't necessarily think it's the most original because the Disneyland Hotel has the awesome Trader Sam bar.
Mm,
But for what it's worth, it's fine. It
yeah,
totally works.
yeah.
I guess my biggest problem with this project is the Jungle Cruise,
How?
and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
just because it's just a list of scenes for the most
Yeah,
part, more or less. I like the ideas at play. I just kind of wish there was more detail.
yeah. I
I
understand that.
understand though. It's it's just a really big. There's a lot of requirements. It's the first project. You have to do several attractions. So I guess I can. I guess it's fine.
Mm.
Uh, However, I do really like the idea of the. I am not even going to try to pronounce the French name. The Tree Walk High Adventure Path.
Oh,
I'm really into this.
I need to find this so I can attempt
It's
this.
it's basically like a Redwood Creek Challenge trail meets a zip line.
Oh, that is the Promenade des l'Arbre.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Don, I'm sorry. It's Don, it's not Dan. It's not Dan's.
Oh, you silly.
Promenade des l'Arbres.
Hey, so what do you think about this?
That's courses are really great,
Hmm.
like really really cool, and I kind of wish it's something that Disney would attempt. So
Yeah, I know. So I do kind of think it's a good idea in terms of the one thing I kind of question is that I think the zip lines would be really popular, and I think it lead to like insanely long lines.
yeah, I could.
But
Yeah,
I guess, it's just kind of something that you have to deal with low capacity attractions like that. Like, I imagine the water parks at Disney kind of have a similar thing because only one person can go down at a time.
yeah.
So,
Actually, the water parks at Disney aren't horrible.
really, they're pretty efficient.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, I haven't
All right.
been in a while, but yeah, usually.
Okay, one choice, though, I gotta admit, baffled me, and that's really, we're gonna use the, pterodactyl flyers from Islands
Oh,
of Adventure.
you mean you have a problem with the tournée à travers le ciel?
I don't. Okay, I think it's definitely a better use of the technology than the Islands of Adventure one is, but just look at that ride vehicle. It fits count them, two people. It's
Yeah,
awful for capacity.
yeah, but I mean it's a kids' ride, and I mean it. It's Disneyland Paris. They have a billion rides,
It's just, by
and
all intents and purposes, from everything I've heard, it's just not a very good ride system.
it's
That's
like a
that's
C
the
ticket.
only. I
Yeah, but
understand that. I understand it's a C ticket, but I just don't. I think if you would have like just instead of making it two people per car, just make it four people per car, and I would be
oh, I'm
fine
sure you
with
can
it.
do that very easily, actually.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess in that respect, it's fine. It's just like you have to understand, like everything I've heard about this ride, it's kind of infamous for being like a really bad ride at Islands of Adventure.
mm,
Just in terms of like having a really long line that moves really slowly, and then the actual ride experience is like not is like completely underwhelming.
yeah,
But I understand it's a C ticket. I understand that. I don't. It's just the problem with capacity in itself that I'm worried
yeah.
about. Okay, so let's see. Any other real things we should mention with this project?
No, it's really good. I'm not entirely sure about the placement, but it's
Hmm.
really good. It's interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to your guys' project.
Okay, we did. Where the Port du Mystère or Port of Mystery,
Ooh. Ah.
and the name of the ride was Le Voyage to Sinbad.
All right, I don't want to get repetitive with myself, so I'm only going to say this one time per video.
Okay.
Great art from Monorail Red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like seriously, like really, really freaking good detail. Again, I love the Mary Blair style. Just all around, it really adds to the project. So, with that out of the way, yeah, I don't know. I kind of question the choice of using Sinbad.
So do I.
I can just picture you not being on board with this and
Yeah.
just kind of like going
To be
along.
perfectly honest, everyone else really wanted to do it, so I
Oh,
wasn't gonna
oh,
fight them. But I mean, like,
right,
I still
right.
think it came out well. Um,
It came out well. I just don't like the idea that it's. I mean, I know it's not technically a clone. It's
yeah.
just I would much rather see an original idea.
No, yeah, I totally understand.
Hmm.
I do like what we did with the script, and I don't think it gets enough credit because JDM didn't like the script. Even though
uh,
we did exactly what every other Disney ride in Paris does.
what overly describe things?
No, what it would be would
Because
there
that
would
was kind
be
of my main problem with it.
well a lot of well it's not overly describing. The problem is that both in the way it's written, I think I wrote it. Somebody wrote it. In the way it's written in the project, both characters are speaking in English.
Okay.
But in the actual ride, a lot of rides at Disneyland Paris do this, like Rush's Coaster. There are two characters talking the exact same thing
Hmm.
because one is speaking in English and the other is speaking in French.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So by that extent, you really were realistic with it.
Yeah, no, like I like the script in that respect.
Mhm.
And
Okay. Cool.
I
Cool.
was sad that nobody else liked it. Rather
There were
JDM
definitely
didn't
things
like it.
about it that I liked. Like I liked the whole framing device of using it as a story.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
thought it
yeah.
came
I think
across
that
a
was
lot
Rent's
better
idea.
than the way that they do that same framing device in the Little Mermaid Dark Ride.
Mm.
Uh,
No, I think
one
that was
quick
Red's
thing,
idea, and I really like that idea.
yeah. One quick thing about the concept art, the
Mm.
that I just find funny, the bird demon.
Yes.
It's totally Ho-Oh from Pokemon. It's totally Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, moving on.
No, I think the project came out rather well,
Hmm.
but at the it definitely wasn't the strongest, really.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like right in the middle of the road where it's like again, I would have just much rather seen something that was an original concept instead of like, hey, let's take this concept, let's take the same basic art style, but kind of add some new scenes to it. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
But yeah, but overall, like it is very solid. I can't like say, oh, this is a really bad project. Like, no, it's really good. I'd say out of these three, it's probably my least favorite.
Mm. Oh yeah, I understand.
All right,
Because
all
the other
right.
projects were really, really strong.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of really strong projects, let's move on to team. What is this team? Help me out.
Land.
Team Land. Thank you. I
You're
am so
welcome.
prepared.
Anything to help.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Tintin's New Adventures.
Yes.
Uh I love this. I really do. It's by far my favorite of these three projects that are presented.
Yeah.
I think the idea of using Tintin is an inspired choice
Mm.
because yeah, it might not have been the biggest hit in America, but internationally Tintin is a gigantic franchise.
Yeah, I mean, like especially in France because it's supposed
Right,
to be in
right.
France.
Like Tintin is essentially like I don't know, it's kind of like would I dare to say it's kind of like France's equivalent of it's not even France's equivalent of Indiana Jones because I kind of think it's even more iconic than that.
Uh, I'm trying to think of an equivalent. I don't want to say it's France's and Belgium's equivalent to Mickey Mouse because that's not
No,
correct.
no, that is not correct at all.
Well, I mean, like a heavily recognizable character that's
Oh,
like
sure, sure,
universally
sure.
beloved by the French and the Belgians.
I just think, frankly, I think there's more substance to Tintin than there is to Mickey, but
Well, there is, but I mean solely by popularity.
sure, sure. Okay, I got you, I got you.
Not marketability necessarily, but definitely like popularity and how well known. Because I'm sure
Hmm.
like you could show Tintin to like any Belgian and any Frenchman, and they will say, That is Tintin, but in French, because they speak French.
Okay, so I honestly don't even really have all that much to say about this project because it's just like I think all the scenes flow together really well. I
Hmm.
think just like it totally just radiates the Adventureland atmosphere, which I really love about
Yeah,
it.
I would agree with that. Everything works really, really well in this project.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm sorry. I just like this is a hard project to talk about because I'm just like. Do you want to talk about the controversy over the IP?
It was stupid. It wasn't really anything big.
Well, who
But
owns the IP?
who
Because
owns
let's
the
just kind of
IP?
yeah, let's just kind of hash this out and see
I'm
how
pretty
realistic it
sure it's
actually is.
the author's family.
The author. Okay, so there you go. It's not like it's owned by Universal. You know what I
Yeah, it's
mean?
not. I mean, who put out the movie? Was that Universal?
Oh, I don't know. Let me.
They might have the film rights, but they don't have the likeness rights.
Oh,
So it's
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. Who put out that movie?
It
Well,
was
while
probably
I'm
Universal because it was Spielberg and Peter Jackson.
you probably Universal. While I'm looking
Yeah.
it up, let's you want to fill
Sit in
some
silence
time?
and not say any words.
Yeah, exactly, because that's exactly what good podcasting is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, seriously, I didn't mean that literally. Talk,
What?
please.
Oh, no. I really like the project though.
Dead
I
air
think
is
it
the enemy.
I think it definitely was the best transition
Oh yeah,
for
oh yeah.
Adventureland. Yeah,
Okay, it
because
was yeah, it was released by Universal
yeah,
and co-produced by Sony.
that makes sense.
Okay, so again, Universal owns the film rights, so I can see where it would get tricky.
Yeah.
Having said that, I don't think there's anything that's explicitly from the movie that's in here.
Mm.
So
Well,
I don't
stuff
really
from the
think it's a
books. There's
problem.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can see I can see kind of both sides of this argument a little bit because it's it'd be tricky. It'd be tricky. It's kind of like I don't know. I'm trying to think of some sort of like equivalent where okay, it'd kind of be like if Disney made a Wizard of Oz ride. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But couldn't use any of the MGM characters or anything like that.
Well, I mean, they kind of did make a Wizard of Oz ride.
Well, are you talking Great Movie Ride?
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
It was supposed to be a lot more Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't
Yeah.
count because it never. I'm saying
Because you've
like
never been on it? Is that why?
Whoa, getting hostile there. I don't know. It's just I'm just trying to think of the situation like, oh God, I mean, let's say Disney released like, oh, I shudder to think. I shudder to
Let's.
think.
You shudder to think.
No, just like imagine like if they released like an Oz the Great and Powerful e-ticket.
Weren't they going to?
I think they were. I
Yeah.
think they were. I
Yeah.
think we kind of briefly touched on that in our legendary Lone Ranger podcast, the
Yeah.
podcast that started them all.
And then they realized that it was a James Franco Sam Raimi movie. So,
Okay,
so
so yeah, I don't
that's
really
the
have much.
yeah,
I don't really have much to say to anything except like really good. Just dripping in WDW atmosphere,
yeah,
and I am sorry, not WD, Adventureland atmosphere, and yeah, overall really solid.
yeah.
Good choice in terms of IP. I think as long as you theme the art style more around the comic book than the movie,
Which I
and
think
as
they
long
were.
as you yeah, and as long as you don't explicitly reference like any characters from the movie, like the Andy Serkis sailor character or anything like that,
Mm,
then I think you're good.
yeah,
Okay, so let's see.
Project
This
Two.
is Project Two. What
Oh,
page is
and Team Land one.
Team Land? Oh,
Yes.
and also I'm sorry. This is just kind of a little bit of a critique in the way that this whole thing is presented, like, where does it say where someone got eliminated?
In the boardroom thread.
The boardroom thread.
Yes.
Do I have access to that?
Yes, it's right in the first post.
Okay, I did not see any of these.
It's
Okay, I didn't know that existed.
it's right above the challenge appendix.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Who was
Well,
eliminated first?
yeah, who was
Twilight Roxas was eliminated first.
Aw,
Dear old, dear old Twilight.
that makes me sad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Challenge
so let's
2.
see. Yes, challenge 2.
Yes.
Give us the
Chal-
synopsis.
Challenge 2 is entitled Hooray for Hollywood Fixer-Uppers. um, for this challenge, each team is required to create a spectacular new attraction/area to fit into the southern half live-action section of Walt Disney World Studios Park in Paris. You are tasked to design a film-based e-ticket in the vicinity around Armageddon, Les Fêtes Spéciaux. However, you are prohibited from moving any current rides as the park needs more to do. Together, you must be able to make the exterior theming impressive in the area while also thoroughly developing the interior ride as a completely immersive experience. Furthermore, you are required to use one of the following 5 themes: Marvel Cinematic Universe, Land of Oz, Gangsters, Titanic, or the Hollywood that never was and always will be. The stakes are high. And so am I.
I hope you're not.
No. I only do
That would be very
heroin on Sundays.
unprofessional.
What?
I said that would be very unprofessional, especially for a Disney-based website.
Yeah. Let me find. If the pages decide to load, I will be able to open. The problem is that people post billions of GIFs. So, I'm sorry, GIFs.
Yeah.
Like the peanut butter. So the pages don't like to load. So yeah, challenge 2. Hooray for
What was your
Hollywood.
approach to this?
What was my approach?
Well, what was your approach in the game?
What do you mean?
I mean, when you were playing it, what was
Yes.
your first thought when you caught the challenge? How do you go about, like, what was the process like designing it with your team? Give us some good stuff.
Designing it was very similar to the first project. I butted heads with a lot of people during the first 2.
Oh, really?
Not like
Really?
bad, just like we're not on the same page.
Okay, I got you. I got so not
yeah.
like we're enemies, but like
Oh,
I
no,
want to do
not at
this.
all.
No, I want to do this.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
We ended up with Gangsters. That's the theme that we did, like a Mark Davis, or Red did it. Red did a Mark Davis style gangster ride.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, again, like, my problem was, like, the language barrier. So I was trying to push, like, a great silent movie ride that I really, really wanted to do and still want to.
Oh, you would have been all over that.
You know I would have been all over that.
Oh,
I still want to do that, actually. So instead I put that into the Nighttime Spectacular. But, what we came out with was, well, nothing really happened during the making other than trying to figure out what exactly to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so like always, let's go through and let's talk about the first one that was actually turned in, which would be Team Land's project.
Yes.
What's it called? I don't really think it has a proper name.
I don't think it has a proper name either.
Come on, guys, help us out here. You totally knew that we'd be doing a podcast about this and that we need a name. Okay, well, let's just call it by the.
No, they chose the theme, the Hollywood that never was and always will be.
And their major e-ticket is Journey.
Voyage à travers le film.
I appreciate your guts in pronouncing those French words there.
The easy ones I can do.
Voyage.
Voyage à travers le film. Actually, it's le film because it's less, like the bassist from Primus.
Yes.
So this one was very good. It was kind of an update to Great Movie Ride.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
and I like that. I think it worked out really well. I like the ride system.
yeah.
I really like the idea of having the theater seats. I think that's just that works out really well in terms of like it's kind of a universal thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like the seating situation with the Great Movie Ride, and especially because of the guide, would be a lot harder to pull off in Paris.
Yeah. No, I like what they
Uh,
did though, like the Carthay Circle Theater facade,
yeah, yeah.
and how they point you into the movies, and even the ride system was interesting. Even though I'm not sure Kuka Arms can do that, so it's a little. It's a
Yeah,
good theory, but if I'm
I
sure there are other
agree. I
ways to do
agree.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Any particular scenes you want to point out that were really good?
I like the history. They did Lumiere brothers,
Oh yeah, oh
and you
yeah.
know that's good because French, even though they would have gotten more, it would have made more sense if they did Méliès. But I don't remember. Did they do Méliès? I don't believe they did. I could be wrong. Either way, like it's a really good ride. It's interesting that they put the guests into the ride or into the
Mhm.
movies rather. So yeah.
Uh, I think that the
Oh,
Tatooine scene with the pod
I just
race
realized
is
something. Oh,
what?
they did Frankenstein.
Yes, they did Frankenstein.
That doesn't work
Why? Oh,
because
Universal.
Universal.
Oh God, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Womp womp. Okay,
funny.
I like I like the idea of the pod race scene sounds really fun and exciting in theory. I just don't necessarily think it's a good idea to be associating Phantom Menace with great cinema.
Yeah. Huh.
So that's all I'll say about that. I really like the ending with the Hollywood Hills. I thought that was pulled off really good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So what do you think of the rock and roller coaster re-theme?
The Rock and Roller Coaster theme. You skipped one. There's
Did
the
I?
Laboratoire de
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh
Fascination.
shit. Okay, so what
No,
do you
there's
think
not
of?
a lot to it, but I mean
Yeah.
it's good. It's interesting. It's different and it's a much better thing than Armageddon.
Oh god. Oh god. Yes, I
Though
can't believe that's
anything
actually
is a
there.
much better thing than Armageddon. Um,
Is
yeah,
there a
it's.
Bruce Willis animatronic in Armageddon?
Is there a what?
A Bruce Willis animatronic?
No, I don't believe there are any animatronics.
Sad days.
Yes.
I really like the architecture here. I really like the Spanish mission motif they're going for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really fits
Definitely.
in well with Hollywood Boulevard, and I also think it kind of like kind of like a nice sort of mix of the different architectural styles you see along Hollywood and Los Angeles.
Mm.
Okay, so
I like what they did with Rock and Roller Coaster.
yeah, the '50s stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I just like what they did with it.
right, right. In general, I think with these projects, we're probably mostly going to be talking about like the main e-ticket parts of these,
Yeah. I
unless
like
there's
that they.
anything in particular that you can highlight.
I like that they called the restaurant Le Pomme d'Or.
The Golden Palm.
Yes, because that is a reference to Cannes,
What?
the Cannes Film Festival.
Okay, right on, right on. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really like I really like just the old school Hollywood atmosphere they're going for too,
Mm,
and the Pan Pacific Auditorium, really
yeah.
good stuff. Not too much else to say about this one.
No, it's not. It was a really nice project, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let's get to, for my money, what might possibly be the most impressive presentation I've ever seen of an armchair Imagineering
Oh
proposal,
no, certainly. Yeah.
which is what's it called? It's
They did Marvel.
yeah, it's Marvel. I'm just trying to what's the actual name of the thing? Well, let's just call it Stark
Stark Expo.
Industries. Yeah, Stark Industries.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, what do you think of the idea of using Marvel to begin with in this sort of context on this large a scale?
It's interesting. I'm not sure how popular Marvel is in France.
That's a good
Um,
point. Yeah.
but France needs something, and this is something. So, like, it's definitely a really interesting ride. It's really good.
What do you think of the whole like Hydrolator-esque format that they used?
Oh, I don't even remember that. I would need to.
Really?
Well,
I
excuse me.
I think what they did was they if I'm remembering correctly, they did the airship from the Avengers, and that was
Yes,
kind
you're
of
right.
like
They
the
did.
Hydrolator-esque
Yeah.
technology at play. And I
Well, I
liked how
mean,
they had different weather effects and everything like that.
mm, I like anything with the hydrolators.
Of course, of course.
I need to. I am actually like obligated. But yeah, I like what they did. Definitely.
Just kind of a quick little note on the actual presentation of the ride experience. I really like how they broke it up. Like
Yeah.
scene one, it's just got a really good flow to it.
Mm,
And that's the thing. It's like if you can keep the reader engaged in the project
mm,
and have a really good kind of pace to it, I think that's a really important kind of thing that I feel like a lot of people miss out on when it comes to these type of presentations where it's just like we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have this, and we're gonna have this. You know what I
mm.
mean? So
Yeah.
I really think it was kind of a of fresh air to kind of have this kind of presented almost as a comic book in a way.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, yeah. It's very interesting.
One minor little nitpick I have though, I kind of question using Ultron as the main villain.
Why?
Just because by this point in time, by the time this actually gets constructed, we'd probably be looking more towards Thanos.
I mean, I don't really think it matters in that respect. I don't really think that it has to be exactly like so intertwined with the movies that are coming out. Though, of course, synergy is what Disney strives for. But
And it's also very much what Marvel Studios strives for.
yeah,
Like, they fired Edgar Wright because of synergy.
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I guess my only concern with it is if Ultron dies in Age of Ultron,
Yeah, that's very true.
which I don't think he's going to. But I don't know. It's a concern. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But then again, it's like how many rides are there where it features the villain that actually dies in the movie? I'm sure there's a lot of them.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'd have to go back and compile a list, but
There are a lot. The King Kong
like
ride.
Snow White Scary Adventures.
Yes. Are we really doing this list?
No. Okay, let's see.
Rod Serling's in the Tower of Terror.
Ooh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Duh, 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 duh. There was an Agents of Shield reference in here somewhere, which I found questionable just because that show is god awful. And I don't think Disney wants to have anything to do with it at this point.
I feel like that's your only reasoning.
Oh no, it's actually an Agents of well, I guess no, technically it's not Agents of Shield, it's Shield Academy.
Yeah.
So I guess that's different, but still, Agents of Shield is a terrible, terrible, terrible TV show.
I just like that. I'm
I'm
not sure.
sorry, Blue Dragon 5, if you're watching this. I apologize.
Not sure how I feel about Shield being in this because Shield is just
Oh
horrible.
yeah, right, right. Hail Hydra. It'd be funny if it was just like Hydra Academy. Oh dear God. Okay, let's see. Howard Park.
Yes.
I like that name. That's good wordplay. That's kind of all I have to say about that. No, seriously though, seriously, I like little small out of the way areas like this, so that's kind of right up my alley. I actually
Mm.
really like that idea.
Yeah.
Um, anything else we're missing here?
No, not really. I really like what they
Motor's
did.
got a facade update.
Yes. Yes. Lice Motors Actions got a facade update. Rock and Roller Coaster avec Aerosmith got a facade update. La Tour de Terror they got a thing. They didn't get anything.
Well, didn't you say they got Rod Serling?
Well, they always had Rod Serling. He never left.
Well, then why was it such a big, like, oh, Rod Serling's in there?
Because he's dead.
Because you were being sarcastic.
Yes, we were talking about dead people who died.
Oh,
Who would
okay.
show up. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Way over my head.
Yes.
Good job, Tiki. Good job.
So yeah, I really like what they did. The presentation is absolutely spectacular.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just first of all, just the incredible, like, oh, we're actually gonna have this thing where you have to, like, what is it, like, find a password or something like that.
Yeah, I really enjoy how
if you want to, but
I really enjoy how WDW Magic strives for that kind of multimedia experience. No, they don't really strive. Well, they do kind of strive for it, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Next project, your project,
yes.
TC.
Yes.
Sunset Way.
Yes.
Again, kind of want to talk about this stuff kind of firsthand.
Yeah. I heard a sound. I don't think it was anything. Yeah. I don't really have a ton to say. Again, like I said, like I had issues with some of the things that happened. But I still like how it turned out in the end. The gangster ride was good.
Kind of reminds me of Dick Tracy a little bit, which was kind of a good thing because, god darn it, if that isn't one of the most intriguing never-built rides.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I really like City Lights. I think that's like easily the highlight of the whole thing.
That was my part.
Well, there you go. There we go.
Yes. No, I like how everything came out. I'm still not sure how I feel about Pink's being there.
About what?
Pink's.
Pink's, what is that?
It's a hot dog place from Hollywood.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Why are you skeptical about that?
Because, I mean, there's like two. There are like two Pinks in existence. And I don't think, like, Pinks would find it viable to say, yeah, let's go to Paris.
Right. Oh, dear.
But, like, there are other things that I really like. I like the restaurant. Le Citrador.
Good job.
I like the shops, but I shouldn't say that because I worked on that. No, I thought everything came out rather well. The art was good, as always.
One quick thing about Gangsters of Hollywood.
Yes.
I just want to say this is like remarkably similar to a concept I had about California Adventure doing a Chinatown dark ride with mobsters. And yeah, so I just kind of really brought back memories of that. So right on. I really like that concept.
No, yeah, definitely.
I do agree with you, though. I kind of question how much it would translate culturally.
Yeah.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I honestly kind of feel like I personally like the idea because I'm really into old school Hollywood, but I kind of feel like even here in America, it might not be like the number one, like, oh, we need a mobster ride. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, for what it is, it's good. For what it is.
Oh, no, definitely, yeah.
Concept.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I think my problem with a lot of these projects was that I was focusing too much on trying to pander to the country that we were building in. But still, everything came out very well.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Everything came out really well, though. Yeah.
All right, and finally, the third and final project. I know we advertised that we were going to do 4 projects, but
hey, lied.
Yeah, I lied. I'm such a liar.
Yes.
I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible.
Oh my god. He told me we were going to do 3. He told me we were going to do this at 2 p.m. I've been waiting since 2 p.m. 9 hours later, he's like, hey, I'm about ready to start the show. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've been here for 10 hours. And he's like, oh. So now here we are. It's 1:06 in the AM.
Making me... Whoa, what's going on with my camera? Dear God.
Oh my god.
Right?
Jesus. Oh my god.
That's
That is
alarming.
wow.
Okay, well, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. New $50 webcam,
Your,
people.
your
Yeah,
screen is quickly turning to a dream sequence.
right. Oh gosh, oh gosh. But I had a thought, but it's gone. It's just gone. Wonderful. We should probably
Um,
move on to the next
yes.
project.
Project Trace. Or Trois, as they say in France. Even though this one's for Animal Kingdom.
Really,
Um,
really quickly, what do you think of the whole twist to have all the projects be international? We didn't really cover that.
oh, I like that twist. I really like that twist. I don't think enough contests focus on that. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, like really. So
I
challenge.
definitely know for sure that So You Want to Be an Imagineer is totally guilty of not focusing enough on foreign parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so guilty
Though,
as
of course,
charged
at
in
the
that
same time,
respect.
we do weird projects.
That's
Well,
yeah. We're basically just like, hey, what if this concept that could never happen happened? What if Tommy
yeah,
Wiseau built a theme park on the moon?
we do really weird projects.
What if that guy with the glasses had a mini theme park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, challenge 3 is called The Countdown to Paradise.
It's the
Um,
final countdown.
yes, even though it's only Project 3. This time around, every team has 24 hours to think of a new cultured continent for Disney's Animal Kingdom. You have 20 sentences, no run or less, and only 3 pictures to put your best on display. Go crazy! As many rides, as many restaurants, as many shows, and as many shops as you want. Just make sure it all realistically fits within the park's current boundaries. Furthermore, you are forbidden from developing outside your new land, including tearing down current infrastructure. So, what'll it be?
All right, before we move on, I totally like we should probably cover who actually won that last project and who got
Oh, Jesus,
eliminated.
you're right.
Yeah,
Who
good
did
job.
win that? Who won that last project?
I don't know.
Um,
You tell me.
it was probably Air. Let's find out. Let's go down to the bottom of the last page.
Yay! Professionalism.
Scroll and scroll. Oh, there we go. 10th Amendment. That's not what I want. Yeah, it's Team Air. That one.
Okay, man. Okay,
Yeah.
and who got eliminated? Do you remember?
I think it was Matt.
Matt. Okay.
Was it Matt? Oh, Jesus. It was Matt. Yeah, it was Matt.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your first-hand take on Challenge 3? What was your personal experience with it?
I barely remember this. This one went. I mean, it was only 24 hours, so it went really
Right,
quickly.
right, sure.
Um, obviously, we came to an idea really quickly. I think we went. Did we go to South America?
I
I
think you guys went.
Did we do South? We did do South America. Um, did we? Yes, we did South America, and I want to say that was my choice. That was my idea, but I don't remember, so I'm
I'm
not gonna
glad that
say it.
all three of these didn't end up being Australia.
Yeah.
Which also, by the way, after seeing the Babadook, like I said, I'm not gonna stop saying this. After seeing the Babadook, I want nothing to do with Australia.
Oh, I'd love to
I'm
see a
sorry.
Babadook ride at Animal
Oh
Kingdom.
dear God. Maybe for Halloween Horror Nights that would be amazing.
No,
That would
for
be
every night.
freaking
Every night.
amazing for Halloween Horror Nights.
Every night. Every night, Babadook. Nighttime spectacular. He hides in the trees. Hides in the trees. Walking down the street, suddenly Babadook. But that's beside the point. The first people to hand.
Okay, I'm done.
Yes, we have 20 more minutes.
Yes,
So Team Air handled theirs in first, and they, like everyone else, did Australia. Um, yes.
okay, and they also did the freaking Rescuers down under.
Yes, they did.
This is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I think Mick Leach is like a criminally underrated Disney villain. I mean, it's George C. Scott. Like he should be up there in the pantheon.
Yeah.
Instead, you never see him. There's no merchandise for him. He's nowhere. He's just forgotten. He is a forgotten villain. and he even has a pet Komodo dragon named Joanna. It's like, what more do you need from this guy? He's amazing. I love the idea. Again, I totally understand why there's not more detail to it. I just, for something as out there as a Rescuers Down Under ride, I really would like to see some of the specific scenes you would do.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about a Rescuers Down Under ride in Animal Kingdom.
Well, I mean, like, obviously, I kind of feel like no one would ever build it. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's not even up for debate. Like, Disney would never freaking build.
well, I
Like,
don't necessarily mean a Rescuers Down Under ride. I mean, like, a character ride in Animal Kingdom. Which, I mean, there are characters, but at the same time,
but I'm just saying, in terms of the Rescuers Down, like, we are about as likely to have a DuckTales attraction that we are Rescuers Down Under attraction.
Oh, don't you say that to me. That gets my hopes up.
Oh, I wish, right? If
Well, I mean,
only...
there's already a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers ride at Disneyland.
Oh, right. And that thing is just like the epic, like,
That
highlight of... It's like the cornerstone of the Disney park experience.
It has the best build-up of any Disney attraction. And as soon as you get to the top of that treehouse, oh my god. Oh my god. I will never forget that feeling. So after that, after
You
Rescuers
just
Down
made
Under.
Gadgets Go Coaster into a religious experience.
Well, I was talking about the Chip and Dale treehouse, but you can talk about both
the
as well.
Chippendale Treehouse.
So they did Glendombo Outback Outfitters, which was a shop, and then they did a Glendombo Wallaby Festival, which obviously has wallaby.
Yeah.
I think this is a restaurant. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
this is a restaurant. And they tell traditional Australian jokes, which just sounds like a lot of people named Bruce sitting at a table speaking philosophy. And I know you don't get that reference, but I don't care.
I do not.
Oh, do you?
I
No,
do
you
not.
don't. Oh, it's a Monty Python reference.
Only thing, literally the only thing I know of Monty Python is the movies.
Yeah.
Is it from the movies or from the show?
No, it's not. It's from Flying Circus.
I need to catch myself up on some Flying Circus.
Yes, you do. So then there's the Adelong walkabout trails, which is really cool. I like the walking trails, and it's good to add another one, especially for Australia, because Australia has a ton of animals. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also a ton of scary as hell giant insects.
Yes, I'm not sure how I feel about. One of the many
reasons why I don't want to go to Australia.
I'm not sure how I feel.
Australia is legitimately terrifying for me right now. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure how I feel about the petting zoo.
Yeah, kind of a less than inspired choice.
Well, no, not just that. It's that they're gonna devenom platypi, and then they're gonna clip the claws of koalas, and then they're gonna let like 5-year-olds from Georgia like run up and terrorize penguins.
I've got one word for you.
What?
Blackfish. Hey, no, just seriously. I just, oh man, yeah, that would be some bad PR right there.
I kind of think the petting zoo is the weakest, just because I mean,
for sure.
Like if it was like, okay, we have deer, okay, but I mean, you have kangaroos, you have platypi, and you have penguins, and you have koalas with their claws clipped, and they use those claws to climb trees where they live. So you're literally taking the livelihood of koalas away in doing that. And kangaroos punch. Kangaroos are not nice.
No, they're not.
Then there's another restaurant.
They're known for being a-holes.
Yes, and then there's the Grong Grong Insect and Reptile House, which has insects and reptiles inside a house. So, yeah, and then there's the Continental Tour, which I think is a boat ride. I think.
Okay.
I think. That says Voyage, so I assume. But yeah, overall it's a really good. It's solid. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to
Team Land.
Yes, Team Land.
And they did Australia.
What a shock.
Yes.
I like how they concentrate more on the Aboriginal culture, though.
So do I. I really like that they focus more on the culture as well.
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure.
yeah, so there's the Aboriginal village in Outback. I just realized I think some of the concept art is Equatorial Africa concept art from Epcot.
I
I
think
just
so.
realized that
There
that is the Equatorial Africa concept
we
art.
go.
But well, and they had some stuff about the modern as well. Um,
Speaking of, I really hate the name the Modern Coast.
yeah.
I really hate that. I'm sorry.
What they do is interesting. I like how they kind of have like a mini Kilimanjaro safaris, but in Africa, because like it makes sense because Africa or Australia has an incredible amount of animals.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Um,
Just, again, don't put any of those giant insects in there.
yes. Then there's the modern
Please.
coast, which is nice as a show.
I wish it
Actually,
was
this is
just
everything.
called something else. I just.
Oh, that's actually something I like. I'm very glad that they moved the Finding Nemo show over.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I really like that.
Obviously makes sense from a geographical standpoint.
Yeah, and the Oceanic Adventure D ticket. I mean, again,
What
like
is that?
it's just a D ticket. I don't know what it is exactly.
A family boat ride through the waterways of Australia and the Great Barrier Reef.
Yes, it's a family boat ride through the waterways of Australia, the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You know that Colby Donaldson from Survivor of the Australian Outback stole
Yes,
coral? You knew this?
yes, I did.
You actually knew this.
No, jeez, no.
Yeah, Colby Donaldson from Survivor of the Australian Outback stole coral from the Great Barrier Reef when he went
Oh,
on a reward challenge, and he got into a whole bunch of hot water about that. It's actually kind of hilarious. But
so yeah, it came out well, that one.
yeah, it was good. Again, like, in terms of having only 24 hours, I think it's impressive to just be able to cobble ideas together and then present them.
Yes,
It's.
yes. And finally, Team C.
Indeed.
And
So,
Team C, what?
oh no, go ahead,
And Team C did Australia. We
Yes, you did.
we did South America.
Yes, you did the Amazon because you totally wanted to reference Survivor the Amazon.
Yes, I actually think we did it because of JDM's Clue picture, which he posted. Um, yeah, I thought this came out rather well. This project was definitely our strongest, which
Yeah,
is
I think this is
ironic.
the strongest out of the three.
Yeah,
Out of the three that are presented here.
it's ironic that of all the projects, this is our strongest because we did it in 24 hours.
Okay, now you say that in terms of like your strongest, like out of the four that you guys
Yes,
did as
out
a
of the yeah,
swap. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Uh, really, you didn't like? I thought you really were proud of Project Four.
Oh yes, I was. I told you that. But I mean, no, I mean this is the strongest of what we did so far.
Mhm.
But
Okay, sure.
yeah, I mean like Project 4 because that came after was our strongest, but yeah, at this point this was our strongest. Yeah, I think it was very I think I like this project. I really do. We only did it in 24 hours, but damn it came out well.
No, yeah, it really did. Yeah, especially for a 24-hour project, there's enough detail there to really give me a
Oh
picture of
yeah.
what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of the river cruise.
Mm,
Let's see. I like the night trek, the
yeah.
tree frogs and everything like that. Good ideas. Really good trails overall because, like you said, it's I think Australia just kind of leads to that sort of stuff.
Mm.
Let's see. Just overall, yeah, overall really solid project.
Yeah. I would
Uh,
give you credit, but I honestly don't remember who did what in this project. But it came out very well, I thought.
you did everything.
I did not.
Come
Um,
on, take credit. Take credit where credit's due.
I didn't.
And this is most certainly not due in this situation.
I don't remember who did it in
Mhm.
I don't remember who did what. But yeah, I remember like this is the project where we all like really worked together and closely and put out a really good thing.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Do you remember? Can you tell me who lost this project, who won this project, and who
we
got a
won this
couple of
project.
ones? Okay, not surprised there.
Yes, we won. Um, did Sam lose? Someone lost.
Get
Oh no,
eliminated.
Sam. It was Robert Nabutnarasu or Butnarasu.
He kind of seems like one of the more obscure players this season.
Yeah, no, he was really good, but I mean, like
That was
time
he.
zones.
Ah, yeah, that sucks. That
Where I
sucks.
think he's from like Romania.
Could be, could be. We've
Yeah,
actually had like a couple Romanian contestants over the years until we went to be in a
have
match
we
game.
really?
I believe
Huh.
Roman Arms was Romanian.
No shit. Huh.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
That's kind of like the big one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I guess with that, we are done.
For
We are
today.
done.
Yes.
Yes, for today. For today, yes.
Yes.
Uh, like I said, I do apologize that we're. I mean, I guess look at it this way: you guys get an extra podcast out of it, so yay, one extra podcast.
I know you guys live for that.
I know, I know. But we will be back. We will cover the last pre-swap project, which is the biggest. So I think it's appropriate that we kind of start with that huge, gigantic novel of a project, and then we will go on to the first two post-swap challenges.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Sounds exciting, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, all right. So
Sorry, I was reading England DG's things.
so give us the Truman Show quote to go on.
Oh, gee, I forgot about this. Um, good, good, good morning, and if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right. See you later, everyone. See you
Goodbye.
guys next time for
Goodbye.
Sorcerer's Apprentice Part
Goodbye.
2.
Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.